Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode here on the Blockheadz server. We're down in our cave, and today we are flying around the cave. But what I wanted to do today was to continue to working with villagers, continue to create places where we can trade with them, and we also need to make some sort of a brewing situation so that we can convert them using our potions of weakening. Splash potions of weakening, that's what they're called. Yeah. Look, it looks like you could go flying right outside the cave, but you can't. I've been wandering around a little bit, trying to figure out where to put potion brewing. As I often do, I have a really hard time in this cave deciding where to put things. Alrighty, I have decided to make this area our potion brewing area. I'm just going to put a couple of the potion brewer thingies in. I'm not going to go ahead and do a ton of decorating. I'm just going to kind of choose this as the area. I can always change it later, but... Ooh, diamonds! Alright, I've laid out a room. I'm using a 3x3 type of build, so I think this should work. I've got 3 blocks back, 3 wide, and 3 tall, so I think it's going to work. This is actually going to be one that was made by Azumavoid like 8 years ago. Okay, I've got the little schematic that I set up, partially built, so we have a little bit of it done. And things are going pretty well. It's mainly hoppers and droppers and chests. There's a little bit of redstone, but it's actually really simple. Well, everything is working just great, except for the fact that we do not have any blaze powder. So, okay, there we go. It seems to be working. Everything seems to be good, except for one thing. Hex is a complete idiot and forgot to put the gunpowder into the system. Okay, so next what I want to do is start working on the library cutout. So I'm not actually going to build the front of the library, I don't think, but just cut it out, get it ready for villagers to be added to it so that we can start, doing the whole villager thing in the library. Okay, so I've got the size of the floor done. This is where the villagers are going to go. I think I'm going to do a villager every 3 blocks like I did in the farmers. Okay, I got this thing dug out, and I've been starting to work on putting in the villagers. This is not the decoration I'm going to do. I'm going to do wood. Wood, Jerry. Wood. All right, a major progress update. We have done quite a bit of stuff in here. Still no villagers, but I decided that we should at least get things mostly ready for the villagers because it's really hard to build around them once they're in because it's so easy to let one out on accident. Anyway, I kind of was fooling around and I came up with OpenGL error. What does that mean? I made up this little floor pattern, which I think is really cool. I was going to show you how to do it. I really like that. I really like the spruce with the stripped oak. I think that looks great. Okay, I just spent every emerald that I currently have in an attempt to get as many bookshelves as possible. I went back to Krungerbungun and traded with some villagers to get them. The reason I needed so many bookshelves is because the upper parts of these things, when you put the redstone in, it's actually on the lower bookshelf that I want right there. So when I eventually decorate everything, so that would mean that every time I wanted to change one of these out, I would have to drop down a villager and then replace the redstone on top of this. And that's just not going to happen. I've been spending some time trading with our farmers, and I've gotten a decent amount of emeralds. This is going really well. I got 1, 2.5 stack, almost 3 stacks. No, 3 and a little bit more. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I have, in addition to getting all those emeralds, I have set up some rail. And so then what we have to do is we're going to start getting our villagers in here. I already created a rail track that takes us all the way down this little tube, this stair step, all the way down and then back this way and back that way and then down to our breeder. And there are plenty of villagers ready to become librarians. All right, here we go. The first librarian. Who shall it be? Okay, so the way Pale and I did this before is we just basically blocked off this guy's access to the outside world like this. That should do it. And then break his minecart and wait for him to walk the proper direction in there. Place the lectern, and there we go. Okay. Oh, and he has the trade I wanted. 9 emeralds for a bookshelf. We're going to need that. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. That's right. Follow me. Come on. Oh, he got stuck. So sad. All that work and he won't pick up the sword. See ya. All right, I've made quite a bit of progress on getting these villagers in here. We've got an Unbreaking 3 guy. We've got a Sharpness 5 guy and an Aqua Affinity guy and a few guys up here. I still have yet to do the top row. We're having a bit of an issue. I am almost out of emeralds. Anyway, what Etzmine is talking about right now is he has created some sort of a weird, crazy, stackable raid farm thing that puts out 8,000 million emeralds per second. Okay, it's not quite that efficient, but I've heard some incredible things. So we're going to have to check this out. Well, I will say so far I'm having trouble getting there because the server's running slow. So that's a good sign that we might find some emeralds.
Whatever you do, don't stand on the glass platform up there. It is not safe at all.
It's not hexproof?
It's not hexproof at all. It's nobody proof. I mean, unless you're standing way down there at the very end.
You got any emeralds in this thing?
Yes.
Holy. Can I have a box?
You can have, yes, you can have boxes. We love it.
This is ridiculous. Look at this thing. It's not even like, it like stops like every like few frames.
Right. This,
like
this
the
thing
guy's
becomes
like
a still frame.
There.
Honestly, I think you could probably run this farm.
Oh my gosh. 33. 34. Thing's an absolute trip.
I love this thing.
So this has been quite a grind to get all these books. We only have a couple more left. I still have to get Feather Falling 4, and I'd like Projectile Protection 4, and I might go for like one other one or two. Oh, finally! Finally got it. The next step in this process is we need to convert some villagers. So I have 7 golden apples. I have a lot of spider eyes, but I don't have many mushrooms to convert them into the, what are those things called? The fermented spider eye. Got it. Nailed it. Alrighty. There's your potion. There's an apple, sir. And this guy's already been converted. Yeah. And this guy, and we're just waiting on this guy to give us a decent trade. All right, we've got a little bit of an update on the build itself. I've traded with the villagers to get a bunch of these bookshelves, and that's nice because starting to fill out this build here. And we also started doing the upstairs of the build here as well. So I extended those little sort of posts that were there all the way to their full height, and then we're going to start filling that in. I need to figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to extend these all the way up as well, or if I'm going to keep it more open. Progress has been made. Progress has been made. I've put in a zombie back there. I finally found one that could pick up a sword. It's been really hard to find a zombie that picks up a sword. Like, for some reason, most of them haven't been picking up swords. Also, what I've been doing, as you can see, is building some of the upper structures here of the actual library build. And then down here, I've been trying to work out where I want to put some bookshelves to turn this into like an actual like functioning library sort of thing. And I think I like this. Basically, we have some alcoves in here, and then on the back side of it, it just is flat like that. So like when you walk down these rows, it's really easy to walk like from villager to villager, so you can find the oh, spit it out. So you can find the villager that you want. Okay, I made a decent amount more progress. I've been working on these little bookshelf things in here, and I got the 4th zombie, so I've been able to convert some of the villagers up on that side. And this is starting to look like a build in here, like an interior. Also, I brought over 2 more villagers just temporarily. I even have them still in their minecarts. We have the weaponsmith and armorsmith or toolsmith or whatever. And then I do need to bring in an armor just so I can have like some of the things, because like I actually broke my boots and my leggings are kind of low. And I know this sounds crazy, but I want to have a shulker box of boots and a shulker box of leggings, and a shulker box of helmets, and a shulker box of shirts, and a shulker box of wings, and a shulker box of picks, and a shulker box of silk picks. Yeah, I want to have all of that. I'm trying to work out a little bit what I'm doing with the sort of build as it goes upwards. I really don't like how I had the had this coming across here, these sort of larger pieces. For some reason, I just dislike that. What I want to do is have more pillars coming up in the middle, and then more like bookshelves like down there, so that it more looks like, you know, like this is the floor rather than like, why is there not a floor on this level? Well, hello, little fellow. Maybe I'll shoot where he is going to be. There we go. Okay, I think I've worked out the way that I want the ceiling-ish thing to go. Yeah, so basically all I did was pillar up and then pillar across with these right here, like that. I think that looks really good. It also looks really good from the ground. Ow. I need to put feather falling boots back on because I have nothing on my feet right now. Nothing. I have bare feet. I'm going around barefoot. From the ground, it does give that height effect that I really wanted. Also, I've worked out a better ceiling design that I like. It's a slab in the middle, actually, and then the exact same pattern, but upside down as we have in the floor. So basically it's this, but with a slab in the middle, and I really like that. And as you can see, sort of the slab right there, this really kind of gives it a lot of dimension, and I'm pretty happy about that. As opposed to this, which I had before. I like that, but this is much more detailed, decorated, and interesting. Oh yes, we do like our library. Stupid villager. I've worked out a stairway that I like. Coming up this way, it goes up here. Obviously, I need to light this up and dig it out a little bit more. But it comes up here, it goes over here, and then up here. I had to push this platform out to make it work, but I think that's going to kind of give us a little bit of a shape for the library itself. It's also going to have one. I'm thinking about doing it symmetrically. So having another stairway over here. There we go. This is my life now. Curing villagers. It's going to be awesome when it's all done, but it's like been a grind. Okay, so we now have a shulker box of Unbreaking 3 books. And then I've been putting these barrels in underneath them so that I could take the books that I get and put them into these barrels right here. And look how easy this is. And with Etzmine's raid farm, he just keeps bringing me shulker boxes full of emeralds, so I don't even have to trade with the farmers, which I'm kind of sad about, but I wouldn't be able to do this level of bulk, like, buying without that raid farm, so that was really nice. The only downside to this particular thing is that this zombie, I think he can kind of see the guys, so it would be nice to have a double piston extender, but that's a lot more redstone and it would have been a lot more work. It's working pretty well, but sometimes he gets like transfixed on a particular villager and just will like do this little head bobbing thing and walk back and forth. Yeah, so it's not the greatest system in the world. Especially it would have been nicer if all of the villagers were closer together, but having them spread out is actually better for lag, so I've heard. Oh yeah, efficiency 5 for 1 emerald. You gotta love it. Look at that. You gotta love it. Oh, it's so nice. Oh. Okay, I've done it. I have a full shulker box of efficiency 5 and breaking 3, fortune 3 mending picks. I don't know if it was really worth it. It took quite a while to do, and I'm a little bit bored. It's quite a grind. Okay, it is done. All of the villagers in this thing are down to 1 emerald per book. I can get books, any book, for 1 single emerald. This is super nice. I wonder where the volume's completely off. The interior is done. I even set up the Enchanting table. There it is. Couldn't think of the name of it. What is that thing? What is that thing? We should play What Is That Thing? And have things come up in front of Hex. I shouldn't say it's completely done because I would like to decorate it a little bit more with maybe some flowers and some other little tiny small things that I don't really feel like gathering at the moment. But for now, it is entirely done. Also done this episode. This episode is done. We are finished. We accomplished so much in this episode. I'm so glad to have a villager thing that I am close to. That's very, very happy. I'm so glad that I have lots and lots of books. I can finally start helping out my fellow Blockheadz with some actual real things that are important. And that is very nice. Well, guys and gals, this has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this episode here on the Blockheadz server. Please do leave a like and share and subscribe and all that stuff. I hope that you're having an awesome, beautiful, fantastic, amazing day. And more importantly, God bless.